And welcome back to another episode of What's Emmanuel Thinking. My name is Emmanuel, and I am thinking. It has been quite the week. For those of you that missed it, I sold out Rumors Comedy Club. Yes, that is correct. I am now a certified Rumors headliner. That is the truth. It is, in fact, quite a feat. For those of you that are not in the comedy world, Rumors Comedy Club was ranked top five comedy clubs in all of North America. They came in fifth place. Yes, yes, yes. And that's talking about the comedy club in your city as well. We are better at Rumors. Okay, that I believe the official list was the Comedy Store, the Comedy Cellar. The let me get the list. I want it to be official. Uh, comedy clubs. There we go. Top five comedy clubs. There you go. So here was the official list: the Comedy Store in L.A., the Comedy Cellar in New York City, Second City in Chicago, Comedy Works Denver, Rumors Comedy Club in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Helium Comedy Club in Portland comes in sixth. Yuck Yucks Toronto comes in seventh. Eighth place is Zanies in Nashville. Um, Ninth place is Caroline's on Broadway, New York. And number 10 is Comedy Club on Madison State. So, yeah, I was able to get to, the top number five. All right. Um, but you know what? I'm going to every single one of these clubs. This is just the first of many. A lot of people are like, oh, Manuel, why are you all so excited? And honestly, I say a lot of people, but I've actually had nothing but support. you know, I should actually be honest about that. The amount of support and outpouring that I've had from friends and fans. I didn't know I have fans. I'm still getting used to the idea that some people are actually my fan. Like it's a very weird thing, okay? And like I'm not trying to freaking be like, ooh, I got fans. No, it is a very weird, surreal thing because you're not sure what to call these people, okay? They sit in a space between like I didn't know that they were fans. Let me put it to you like this, okay? I'm a very friendly person. I think that's and honestly my idea for today was to talk about friendship and all that stuff. So this actually falls right in line. Is I'm an extremely friendly person. If I've ever met you once and we had a good conversation, next time I talk to you, I'm gonna talk to you. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm notorious for being bad at small talk. Okay, and when I say I'm bad at small talk, it doesn't mean I can't have small talk. Like, oh, Manuel's awkward. No, 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 no. The complete opposite. I go to medium talk right away. I bump into you into the mall. You either get a wave and a nod, but if I stop to talk to you, I'm asking about the family. How's it going, man? What you got going on? Oh man, that's great to hear. I'm in medium talk. I'm in medium talk because for me, small talk is unnecessary. You know what I mean? How many? I used to work at the bank, and you know how many times I talked about the weather? I used to talk about the weather 15 different ways with 15 different people. That's the only thing that is unanimous at the bank. You know what I mean? Someone comes up to your teller, you can't talk about politics. You know what I mean? You can't do that, especially depending on how much money's in that account. You definitely can't do that. You know what I mean? They mess around, rob the bank. You get them upset enough. I'm just saying. But like, I'm a medium talker minimum. I'm a medium minimum talker. Okay, that's all that to say. Um, but the idea of fans is so weird, and I'm not saying I got a bunch of fans. I'll say I maybe got like two or three really strong fans that are people that I don't know that have only seen me perform that really like when I perform, right? And I didn't know what that was for quite some time now. And I think I've come to the realization I'm like, Emmanuel, those are fans. That's a new category in your life, which is great. That's phenomenal for me. We're finding out new stuff in life. So I can confidently say I have at least two, three fans. I have at least one fan, to be completely honest. So prior to headlining at Rumors, the club out there was able to set me up with some radio interviews and do a little bit of radio work to promote the show. First off, I love doing radio. Okay, it was a blast. Shout out to all the radio stations. Shout out QX 104, the country station, 92.3, I believe, the rock station, and no slight to those two, but I did have the most fun on Energy 106. Okay, Energy 106 was a very like I said, all three of those stations, phenomenal time, great people at all stations. Just I just it was I don't know what it was. The conversation was just very funny, like very odd. It was out of left field, and it felt more like a riff. You know what I mean? It felt a little bit more like comics riffing in the back room when I was at 106. But yeah, shout out to the gang there. Tyler, Dave, and Ood, Jasmine, Jade. Let me just get the names right, okay? If I'm, that's my problem. If we're gonna shout somebody out, I might as well shout them out correctly, right? I'm out here just guessing. But yeah, Jasmine, I was right. Yeah, I was right. Exactly. Tyler, Jasmine, and Dave. Yeah, yeah, great folks over there. But yeah, so I did some radio, and while I was doing radio, I got a DM from someone that I don't know, and it was a video of them while they were driving on their way to work, and they're like, "Yo, man, you don't know me, but I've been watching you. I've seen you do comedy around the city, and I'm listening to you on the radio right now. This is so cool." And I was like, "Oh man, that's my one fan that I know. That's the one fan." And if you watch this, because not a lot of people do, so if you do, I send me a message. I'm gonna get you a coffee. This is what I'm gonna do for all my new fans until it becomes financially crippling. I will be getting coffee for. Okay, but let's not go crazy. You know what I mean? I will get you a Starbucks coffee. One Starbucks coffee for every new fan. Um, like I said, until it doesn't become financially viable for me, which will be fairly soon. As soon as I come, if I have a week where I have like three fans, that's it. That's that's, that's like a $30 coffee order, because I got to get me one, right? So I'm getting four coffees at Starbucks in this time, and you know what I mean. The recession is here, baby. You know what I mean. But anyways, that's the new area of my life. I now have fans, which is fun. I love it. I love it so much. I think I'm gonna be a great leader, because there's a lot of celebrities out there that get fans and then suck. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna be good at it. I'm gonna be great at having fans. I've met a couple celebrities, and they've I've had I'm a fan of certain people and certain artists, musicians, comics as well. I think I'm a good fan. So I think I'm gonna do a good job in being a good what is a what is the opposite of fan? What is to fan? I would be the maybe I'm not sure if there's a word for it. I'm gonna need to come up with a word for it. You know what? If yeah, I'm gonna come up with a new word because I feel like that's something that I need to do. Now that I'm in this space of having fans, I need to come up with a word for and it's not celebrity. I don't like that word. I don't like celebrity. That's not fun. Because it's not the way that I'm gonna be doing it. Celebrity is like you're above them. You know what I mean? Celebrity I don't like it. And honestly, I don't know the official definition of the word celebrity, but I don't feel like it really encompasses the way in which I will be interacting with my fan. Well, fan right now, hopefully more fans later on in time. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay. Look at me. I didn't spell celebrity correctly. uh, cele celebrity. There we go. A little bit. Okay. A famous person, a celebrity chief. Okay, the state of being well known. I guess this is a pretty okay. All right. You know what? I think the perception of the word is different than the actual definition of the word. But like I said, I think and that's a good question. That's a philosophical question that you should ask yourself. At what point does the perception of something become the true definition of it? Breathe on that for a minute. Whew, man, goodness great. I don't know when you're listening to this, but E-Man getting introspective, you know? What's he thinking about life? Yeah. But anyways, I will be coming up with a new word because I don't like celebrity. I think something with a B, because a B is a good letter. You know, think of all the best words. Like even like best starts with a B. You know what I mean? Think of all the best words. They start with B's. Boisterous, bodacious, beautiful. You know, bootylicious. You bees every time. Every time you think of a good word, it starts with a B. Prove me wrong. You know, even when someone says something's good, the cool way, the cool way of saying good is calling it bad. Starts with a B. Look at me. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying the word that I come up with is gonna be with a B or something. You know what I mean? Um, you know, uh, yeah. But that brings me to I guess the topic for today. And I was talking to some people, and it was about friendship. You know, uh, and like the differences in how people look at friendship. Because for me, I don't know if I do it correctly, but for me, my friendship bar is if we've never had a problem, we're always gonna be friends. Now that seems pretty basic, but I literally mean like time is not a factor. I have some of my best friends that I talk to every couple months. Some years, I literally have good friends that I don't talk to for years, and then we'll talk, and it's like nothing ever changed. You know what I mean? Because life gets busy. You don't realize that. And if you're younger folk listening to this, you cherish those moments, man. You know, the great show, The Office. There's a quote near the end of the series in season 9 when they say, "I wish I would know that I'm in the good times while I'm in them." You know what I mean? Because there's always those quotes and stuff like that. That one really hit home. There's also that discussion about how you don't know that when all your friends are playing in the park, you guys don't know when the last time is that everyone just goes and then no one's at the park. You know what I mean? Like, me and my homies, we used to meet up at this spot. We called it the spot because that's where we go. We'd all be like, "Yo, meet at the spot." And the last time we met at the spot, we didn't know would be the last time we met at the spot. You know what I mean? The spot is legendary. The spot, a lot of great conversations, fortified friendships made at the spot. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. Cherish the moments you have, and that's exactly why, for me, friendship is not bound by time. It can't be. It cannot be because moments last forever. So why wouldn't that friendship last forever? You know what I mean? I got homies that I've had phenomenal times with for like 2 week periods. Some of my best favorite times. I still remember this time. I got homies, and and honestly, and that's the one thing that I always think because sometimes you like become really good friends with somebody for like a short spurt. Have you? I don't know if you've ever had that, but I've definitely had like really good friends where it's like for like a month straight, I hang out with this person like every single day or like almost every day, and we just chill. It's just always a vibe, you know. And then just for whatever reason, just stop chilling. You know what I mean? Just don't talk anymore, whatever. And for me, that's cool. We're still homies. I have no problem with you. But I know the flip side of it. A lot of people are like, "Oh man," after like they got like an expiration date. You know what I mean? Like if I put you in the fridge for 6 months and don't look or talk to you, then you're expired. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. It's a weird thing, and that's the weird thing too, right? Where some people even go even more extreme, where if you're not friends, you're beefing. What? Where? Who taught you that? Who taught y'all that behavior? That is the craziest behavior I've ever heard in my life. Look, I'm almost 30 now. Okay, who has energy to beef? You know what I mean? Look, man, inflation is kicking our ass. Rent is through the roof. Bills got to get paid, and you got enough energy to be mad at somebody over what? You know what I mean? People that beef, like, unless it's something like real, you know what I mean? I don't understand it. And when I say real, I mean they killed your father or something. Like, it's got to be like top shelf. None of this. Oh man, he was talking shit. Yo, he was talking about me with words. Get over it. You know what I mean? Like he was talking about you, then talk back, fix it. Fix Scott. He's a sucker. I ain't talking to him. Anybody that talks like that, but like get over it. You know what I mean? For me, it's really like, oh, you're angry at him. Are you angry enough to hit him with your car if you saw him crossing the street? No? Cool. Squash it. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. And I'm not gonna say that sometimes that answer isn't yes. And if that answer is yes, then do it. Stop talking about it. No one wants to hear about your squabbles. You know what I mean? I like watching shows about squabbles. That's my. I love a good drug show. You know what I mean? The trap lords beefing with the other boys. You know what I mean? I love a good TV show. But you guys aren't good actors, and y'all suck in real life. Saying it. Sorry. But I'm just saying, like, unless you're gonna make a TV show about it, just deal with it yourself. No one wants to. Oh man, you talking to him? I'm beefing him. All right, man. I don't know what to tell you, bro. And that's the other thing too. This is where friendship gets funny because sometimes a friend will be beefing another friend, and now you're caught in the middle. You know what I mean? I got some great advice from my mom related to another situation, but I was able to apply it to other things in life. And people listen to your mothers; they know best. She once said it was a dispute between not important to get into the not important to get into the details, but the message that I got from it was to never pick a side in a dispute where you have a connection to both parties. Okay, right? And the reason is because let's say you have two friends that are now on the odds with each other. They're beefing. Don't pick a side, okay? Because if you pick a side and become they're able to resolve their issues, one side's going to remember what side you chose. And there's going to be a little piece of animosity. There's now that wedge between that relationship. You know what I mean? And a true friend won't make you choose. Remember that. A true friend won't make you choose because a true friend should be able to understand that rationale, right? Hey, yo, look, man, that beef was between y'all. That has nothing to do with me, and it would be a disservice and an affront on my loyalty for me to pick either one of y'all. So I feel like if y'all have beef, you guys should settle that on your own. It should not you shouldn't now be trying to come up with teams, unless you also don't like that person, and then in which case live your life. But that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying it's very important to consider the moves you make in the face of conflict, and I truly believe that that's another issue that a lot of people struggle with is dealing with conflict. How do you deal with conflict? How do you solve a problem that seems contentious, has a little spice to it? Is it personal? I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it truly is a craft, and it is something that we need to get better at as a society, as a people. Is truly dealing with conflict. Be able to go into conflict and come out of it, and understand that things are all right, and be able to lose in conflict. Right. That's one thing that I feel like sports does a great job of teaching, and a lot of other things in life, but for me, it's been sports, is the ability to go into conflict, lose or fail, and understand that on the other side, you'll be all right. Don't worry, you'll be okay. Everything's fine. You'll live to fight another day. That's that's what that is. That's what I'm saying. Is we need to be able to do that, right? And it truly boils back down to how you manage your relationships. But yeah, I feel like I'll put a button on that. Yeah, that was not bad. That was not bad. But yeah, let me tell y'all a little bit about this new headliner guy. Emmanuel. This is truly just the beginning. Like I said, I'm absolutely ecstatic from the sold out crowd. I had a blast. I hope y'all did too, the ones that showed up. But like I said, it was sold out, so not everybody got tickets. Not everybody that wanted tickets could have got tickets, and it's because some of y'all are lazy, and I'm just gonna say it right now, okay? Some of y'all are lazy, okay? You know who I'm talking to. There's people that wanted to come to the show, that knew about the show months in advance, right? Because I got told this about maybe a month and a half or so. So, okay, weeks in advance. We'll call it weeks in advance about the show. I knew about the show at least three bi-weekly pay cycles ago. All right. And that's, look, that's how we should really measure time, because that's how everyone measures time. We measure it based on paydays. Nobody counts, oh, week one, week two. Man, it's payday to payday, baby. You know what I mean? Yo, I'll catch you midway through the pay week. Oh man, you trying to catch me on the second pay cycle? I don't know if I could do that. You want to get a movie? You have to get me on payday if you want to go to a movie. You know what I mean? Because the further away from payday, the more financially, the fiscally responsible I become due to finances. But anyways, like I said, y'all knew about this date weeks and weeks in advance, and the day of the event, all right, the day of my headlining set that I've been preparing for, getting ready for, sitting there nervous, sweating. Whoo, boy, oh, man, I got to get up there. I'm the guy tonight. You know what I mean? I got everybody's entertainment on the line tonight. I'm worried. I'm stressed. First time doing it. I've never done this amount of time in a row before. You know, do I have enough jokes? Of course you have enough jokes, man. And you've been doing it. I was sitting here writing out my set over and over again, trying to remember my jokes. Like I was studying an exam. I caught a reflection of myself and I laughed. I literally laughed because I was here sitting, man, oh, I hope I can remember this stuff. What do you mean remember it? You wrote it. Remember it. You wrote it. Why would I? You know what I mean? That was literally one of the moments of the night where I was like by myself. I was like, how am I nervous about an exam that I wrote the questions and have the answers to? That was essentially the vibe. But I'm in the back in the green room of the club, getting ready for the show, getting text messages saying, "Yo, is there still tickets available?" And it's funny because the reason why they're asking for tickets is because they saw I had said it was sold out. I would like to ask any of you what the definition of sold out means. You know, I'm gonna Google it because I feel like some of y'all, and I hope the people I'm talking to know I'm talking about them specifically. The definition of sold out, and this is the internet, not me, you know, having all available tickets or accommodations sold completely and especially in advance. Also related to a sold out event. That's what it is. It's an adjective, you know. So I'm just saying, like, exactly. But then also on the flip side, another definition of sold out means a person who's compromised their personal values, integrity, talent, etc. for money. And look, I sold out that event, but one thing that I want y'all to know is that at the first moment I get $1 million offer to sell out, I will be taking said offer. Please. Yeah, look, I got things to do. I got yachts to buy and planes to fly. You know what I mean? I've been telling people a lot, look, money changes you, man. Money changes you. If you don't change because of money, you've been weird the whole time. That's all I'm saying. Think about it like this. Bro, like right now, and look, I'm not saying I'm broke, but I'm not rich, right? Look, $40 in this moment, I'd act a little bit different, right? And you looking at me crazy, bro. People, you guys act different at payday. Trust me, people act different on deposit, direct deposit. It could be midnight. Like folks know, you know, you could be out, and I know some brothers back in the day. You know, I don't know who still do. I don't know who still does this, but I've hung out with some homies back in the day where they're anticipating their direct deposit to hit after midnight, so they'll come kick it at 11:30. Bro, when I tell you the mood change at 12:01, I'm telling you, it's a different person. Homies sitting there chilling, hanging out, not sad, but not happy. You know what I mean? 12:01 hits. Oh my goodness! You think you hit the flip on them? Them people, boisterous, another good B word right there. They out there having a great time. They they they, they bubbling, another good B word. You know what I mean? They happy, joyful, enjoyment. Having all these plans of, let's hit the club, let's go get bottles. What? You know what I mean? All it took was 31 minutes people say it was 31 minutes. No, it's because money hit the account and now you act different. That's what we do. We're humans. That's normal. That's crazy. That's why I always get confused when people are like, oh man, money, he didn't change. Of course he changed, man. That's that's what it does. That's why it's there. That's what it does to you. You know what I mean? And people act like having money, getting money makes you different. Bro, being losing money makes you different too. Have you ever been flat broke? You act different too. You know what I mean? Goodness gracious, man. Don't I'm just saying, I'm just letting you know. Money either way makes you act different, man. $1 billion makes you act different. And money changes the way you act and it changes the way people react. Act, react. Boom. Look at that. Imagine Kanye West didn't have $1 billion and he's walking around Paris barefoot. Exactly. People be dropping change on them. That's ridiculous. That's how it happens, man. Yeah, but like I said, today was was a nice catch up, and it is indeed time to become consistent. Hold yourself accountable is my message to myself. You know what I mean? A lot of this is for myself because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm one of my biggest fans right now. But like I said, shout out to my other fan. So me and you, like I said, if you see this, you know who you are. You sent me that DM when I was on City FM. If you listen to this, shoot me and I mean at any time. If you're listening to this in like 2 years, send me a message, be like, hey, yo, Emmanuel, I was that dude. You owe me a coffee. Yes, I do. Right? And you could take this to court. If for some reason I'm in some type of way and I'm feeling some type of way and you're mad, just be like, yo, I'll threaten legal action. And this is, I admit guilt. If if this man approaches me for the coffee that I had agreed to get him and I decline in my future state, because to be completely honest, this Emmanuel right here doesn't know that future Emmanuel. I don't know who that guy is. I don't. Yeah, I like to think I know who he is. I'm hoping he's a good guy, but I don't know him really. You know what I mean? I know me right now in this moment. That's who I know. But that guy, I don't know. He might be an ass. But if he's an ass, me now says sue him. Sue him for your coffee. Okay? Matter of fact, sue him for two coffees. You know what I mean? That's what you get for being an asshole, future Emmanuel. So this right here is a message. Do not be. Do not be. If your fan asks you for a coffee, just get him a coffee, man. Just get him a coffee, dog. What's the beef about? Why are you beefing over a coffee? That's a couple dollars, bro. And look, it's not that they just get the coffee. Gosh, man, I'm mad at future me for no reason. I didn't even do anything yet, man. Damn shame. Damn shame how Emmanuel changed. Oh man. Anyways, that is it for this episode of What's Emmanuel Thinking. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Have a great, great day.